although I don't like giving too much press to Trump, but it's inevitable.
But it's Trump Voter Tuesday, bro.
It's Trump Voter Tuesday, where we get to hear the eloquent, well thought out
musings
from people who are going to vote for Trump. And we have Richard online. Oh, no, excuse me. This is Dennis from Queens. Dennis.
Yeah, what's up?
Talk to us, man. We want to know. We want to hear your support for Trump. Let it rain on the world.
Yes, here you go. Your opportunity.
About 70% of my support for Trump just comes from the fact that he's the one running against Hillary. And honestly, Hillary is probably one of the most corrupt female politicians out there.
She's more corrupt.
She's 30% is I like his policies. Honestly, I like he's gonna lower my taxes.
You think he's really gonna lower your taxes?
Trump.
You think he's gonna lower your taxes? What tax bracket you in? How much you make a year?
I'm making about 18 G's a year.
You make $18,000 a year, and you think Trump's gonna lower your taxes, sir?
Have you seen his tax bracket?
What I got news for you. If you make $18,000 a year,
you don't pay taxes.
You barely pay taxes. Get off my line, man. I don't know nobody talking to you.
What do you do? Run a lemonade stand?
Laura! I don't understand. Laura!
That's insane.
There are hardworking people who make $18,000 a year.
I didn't say he didn't work hard.
No, but you're right. But the taxes are so low. Ain't nobody worried about your taxes,
Everybody think about you, bro.
How easy to get me down from a quarter to a nickel.
Get out of here. And she's the most corrupt female politician.
And Laura, by the way, Laura said, what do you do? Run a lemonade stand? Laura,
that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
All right, who's this?
Here we go. Trump Supporter Tuesday.
No, Trump Voter Tuesday.
Trump Voter Tuesday.
There
I can't get
I know
it right,
names
man.
and you. It's hard.
It's hard, man. And really the whole thing is
it's
hard
TVT.
that I'm actually doing
How about
it.
TVT?
TVT. Trump Voter Tuesday.
There you go. Struggle bars.
Struggle. Richard line one, because I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
We have to. We got to hear from the people, bro.
Richard, you're voting for Trump. We want to hear your platform, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Ebro, Mr. Rosenberg. Yes, I am a Trump supporter. I am surprised nobody else is. Ms. Clinton has a proven record of lying at several practices. Donald Trump's speeches have been cut short by media and twisted around to make him seem like the racist, which he's not. Trump wants to bring back jobs to America. He wants to make immigrants legal so they don't get taken advantage of by bosses who will threaten to deport them if they complain. I'm surprised Mr. Rosenberg, of all people, we had Mr. Sanders on the show, basically said, why don't you give your support to Clinton and drop out now? As an educated man doesn't see that.
Well,
Richard, you just... with anybody else with her proven track record, she would be in jail, period.
Richard.
Yes, Mr. Ebro.
Richard, other than you needing some Claritin or some Zyrtec in a major way.
I don't need Claritin or Zyrtec. There's no need to push in persistent drugs while you're stating proven facts.
Oh, stop it. Calm down. Look, I'm going to put you on hold. Shut up.
No, Ebro, I want to ask you a question.
Shut up.
Hold on. I want
No, wait a minute. I have one question for everybody. Are you going to shut up and listen, or am I going to hang up on you? Which one you want?
You don't hang up on me. All
right, just listen for a second.
I'm at work.
How do you bring jobs back to America? And you're gonna wait. Let me finish.
Sorry.
How do you bring jobs back to America? And you're gonna raise minimum wage, and most corporations are still gonna take jobs somewhere else because they can get work cheaper. Explain that.
When Ford joined the turn jobs to Mexico, Mr. Trump proposed a plan to tax them even more for importing cars and goods. The minimum wage cannot be raised overnight. But I know everybody wants that.
No, it'll happen over the course of years.
Okay. But minimum wage cannot be raised overnight. To bring back jobs in America, the jobs that are being sent overseas, we have to bring back by building back the warehouses in America, building back.
But how are you going to keep the prices down when the cost of work in America is so high?
Have competitive prices to match that, or even better. Or with discounts, with rebates. When they were pushing hybrid cars and everyone, they were giving rebates left and right. Why can't we use the same principle?
This guy should work for the campaign. Because I heard the way you flipped his stance on immigration, I've never once...
Well, no, he said clearly. Trump has said clearly he wants legal immigration.
He said that. You will believe that.
But I've never heard him say that his concern is that illegal workers are getting treated unfairly. I've never heard that.
No, I've definitely heard him say that.
Okay. You're a Mexican that comes to America. What job opportunities do you have? You have a dishwasher, you have a laborer, you have construction. You work those jobs 10, 12, 14 hours a day. You complain your boss, you're low paid. What's your boss going to tell you? You're saying, I'm going to throw your butt in jail. I'm going to have you deported. I'll hire somebody else to take your job. People, when immigrants made this country. Okay, immigrants that turned legal and brought back to the economy made this country what it is. The illegals that take advantage of it do not return the money to the economy. They spend it somewhere else. So how is the
Right, but
economy
these
gonna
are all,
improve
but
if
these are
people
all
take it for
true. But
themselves?
he's still Anthony. Your name's Anthony, right?
No, it's Richard.
Richard, Anthony
Ebro.
Richard. Sorry about that. You know I'm horrible with names.
Hey, facts.
Me too.
All of that, and also build the wall. You're for building the wall, yes?
In Mexico, there's a wall to protect against Guatemala.
So what?
With
Have you met
gangs
Laura
and-
Stiles? You would have a wall too. That's different. Now the point is,
Mr. Rosenberg, listen, and you may have your cheap little cracks in me, but when
I'm not
somebody
making
called
cheap
me and-
cracks. I'm
No,
making cracks
let
in
me finish.
Laura.
I gave you respect. When a caller
Not really.
came in and said, you know nothing about rap because you're Jewish, me and my coworker both at the same time, hello, the Beastie Boys? Hello? Really? I mean, I couldn't stand you, Mr. Rosenberg. You're a nice guy.
Mr.
I'm angry with you,
Rosenberg.
but your opinions are like so left-wing. It's so repugnant that nobody pointed it out. And I have to get back to work, and it's been lovely talking to you guys in Rosenberg. I
Hey
appreciate listening to you
Richard,
on
hey
my
Richard,
I like
hey
Richard.
We like you a lot. You should call back more often. But
I'd love
still,
to. I'll give you
your
my number,
stance,
bud.
your stance on bringing jobs back to America doesn't hold water. I hate to break it to you.
Well,
Have a great day.
we
Thank
like you
for
though.
calling.
That was, he was the best
The best.
of any of the ones we've heard from.
However, he needs to see an allergy specialist.
Why?
His nose game,
Mr.
his
Ebro,
nasal
Mr.
game.
Ebro.
He needs to see somebody. He spends so much time. You know what? His nose is so far up Trump's ass. That's what it sounds like.
Oh
Pretty good.
gosh.